Naps and Beauty. Well, we'll address your, if you don't mind, we'll address your question after, because that pertains to what I was going to talk about when we catch up on our week. So, we already said hey to Cultivate. What's up, Bree? Bree said hey y'all. Marcus do too much. Talk about them toilet seats. 2K said like the live. Appreciate you, 2K.
Appreciate you, 2K.
Bria said Jay and Josh. She said the two of the same people. Is leaving the toilet seat up inconvenient to a woman? Me and Marcus was having a debate about that, and he is so inconsiderate.
Gravity is on y'all side. Just press it back like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? He left it up. Just do this. The gravity will take it the rest of the way now. It's not a problem.
I think either way, you're going to have to move a part of the toilet.
Yeah.
Toilet seat. Don't say toilet.
Toilet seat.
Motherfucking ass to think you took the toilet from the left side of the washroom to the right side of the washroom.
Toilet lid, toilet seat.
If they that slow, then
hey,
So
you know,
it.
it's the internet, you know.
So like, if let's just say that he leaves the toilet seat up, just like JV Day just said, all you gotta do is just that, and it moves the rest of the way itself. Or if the seat is down, you do more work lifting it up. You do more work lifting the toilet seat up so you can sit down than you do him leaving the seat up.
See, they want you to do the heavy lifting.
And then it was crazy. Like Ma had a great had a great counterpoint. It was like, all right, well, you want us to be considerate of y'all. Well, how do y'all be considerate of us in that
And that's my whole point. It's like we gotta bend over backwards for everything already. And it's nothing that's to consider either like, oh, if a man kind of speaks his opinion or whatever, he's sassy, he's acting like a little girl, he's doing all these other things because he's being considerate. Like, just do me any kind of fucking way. But motherfucking dudes are supposed to just bend over backwards everything for a woman says and a woman does. And that is crazy to me.
Yeah, if you talk about the big picture, yeah. I mean, I get what you're saying because not to cut off your point, but I was looking at something on IG yesterday. And it was basically about black men defending black women. And this black woman had something to say. And a guy responded quick, like she called him sassy and all this other shit.
Thank you.
And then so I go to her profile and I'm like, damn, okay, let me see what the fuck she looking like. Okay, looking black woman. But she happened to be running for mayor. I say, you online calling people sassy and all out their name and stuff like that, but you running for mayor. Your profile is public. You know what I'm saying? That could go left for you either type of way. You know what I mean? Especially this day and age.
Yeah, and it's like that is a microcosm of like the toilet seat thing is a microcosm as to how it's a small microcosm as to the overall picture of how, generally speaking, men are treated. Men are treated as a sacrificial lamb.
Thank you. And most of us don't say nothing. We just keep it up because that's just it is what it is. And you're talking about leave it how you found it. Most women taught us how to do and lift up the toilet seat. So that's where the fuck we got it from. So go talk to the women that fucking raised us about doing this. Because that's where it really comes from. Am I right or wrong? Most men have been raised by their mothers of how to leave the toilet seat up or down. Go talk to the women that raised us, your counterparts, your sisters, about how they did what they did. They taught us those ways. What the fuck are we talking about?
I feel like, again, I feel like.
Damn, am I wrong?
No, you're right.
Right. Most kids are raised. Most households are single mother households.
Thank you. And they the ones who raised us on how to lift the toilet seat and how to do it. And if as a grown adult you're still doing it the way she raised you, it is what it is.
But you're supposed to do away with them childish things. And what I'm saying is, fuck lifting that toilet seat up. All right? It's a couple things I'm not doing. It's lifting that toilet seat up. You know what I mean? My aim game is decent. And I'm not using the little flap on the drawers. No point of using that at all. Little flap on the drawers. You know what I'm saying? the zipper on your pants. Like, what the fuck is, who puts their little thing through there? That's dangerous.
Who puts off that bulb and start Oh, Lord.
You putting your thing through the zipper, the teeth?
Your thing through the zipper. clipper that can chop your shit
Yeah.
off. It's crazy.
The teeth on that thing,
It's crazy.
that's literally
right?
teeth.
You trying to get you a JJ, huh? You
Man,
trying to go get you the surgery
Yep,
without paying for the surgery, huh?
What they, coochie?
Oh, shit, man.
Oh man, welcome to your favorite after church podcast, the No Key Podcast. I am your man, Spaces.
Hey, I go by your boy Maul,
It's
man.
there every day.
Man,
Coochie,
what's
coochie,
going-
cool.
Coochie?
what's going on, man? How was we just had Thanksgiving?
Uh-huh.
We just had Thanksgiving. How was y'all last week and your Thanksgiving?
I'm keep it brief, man. It was great. You know, I mean, because we spent we spent past 10 minutes talking shit, but you know, great. Thanksgiving came out pretty good. I did the turkey. Turkey turned out pretty good.
Oh, you did
So,
turkey?
Yeah, I did the turkey. I could cook a little bit. I get out. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh, so you one of them black men who go to work, still know how to clean, still know how to cook too, take care of household just in case anything wrong.
yeah, I mean,
black men don't do that,
I do what I got to do when I can do it. You know what I mean? It's, I mean, for me, first, it's always going to work.
That's the first thing.
That's without a doubt. Because if you don't go to work, you
Don't eat.
Everything else just falls apart, right?
So right.
Yeah, I know how to clean and I know how to, cook for myself and others. I don't always cook, of course. But when it comes down to it, I know how to do it and it's gonna taste decent.
It's gonna taste decent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ma, how about yourself? Anything?
Oh, mine was cool, man. I worked into the Thanksgiving day, 3:30 in the morning. You know how I do. Still got to get to work. I got to get to work. Yeah, what's going on, DXPH?
Yeah.
What up, bro?
So yeah, I gotta go to work and everything.
Yeah.
We say James.
Them salmon croquettes, you know.
Oh yeah, you have told me about yourself. You say your kids be like, you go cook salmon croquettes.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I got off like 3:30 in the morning. Still sleepy or whatever. Did Thanksgiving over the people's house.
Yeah.
It's just a normal little day. Most of my people are in Florida, brother in Georgia, so I don't get to see them on Thanksgiving like I used to, because I used to go down there every year, but I don't. No
That's
more.
a fact, boy. That boy do it to you, boy.
Be gone.
He said, "I'll talk to you later about it, but I'm finna go see my family."
I'll be going to Florida, but I have stopped, and I'm mad that I stopped, but it wasn't my fault that I stopped. It was because of COVID. That year of COVID fucked a lot of things up, and a lot of norms changed.
That
So
vid.
yeah, so overall it was just good, man. Thankful just to see and just to sit with family and just to chill. Love to hear the arguments. Love to see your older people arguing and this shit be funny, Older people start talking trash and talking shit. You just sit back and shut the fuck up. There's grown folks talking. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So hey, it was pretty good for me.
For me, it was amazing.
What you cook? Spaces.
His fork and his spoon.
That's it.
I ain't never heard
That's,
spaces.
that's crazy. You cook the spoon? That's crack shit.
We on that type of pod today.
Yeah.
No, I didn't cook anything. But I did have a fulfilling Thanksgiving, specifically because my cousins, whom I pretty much grew up with, we consider each other brothers and sisters. We all have a Facebook group chat. And this was the first Thanksgiving I've seen where they were all working together and passing recipes, specific recipes back and forth and teaching each other how to do different things. So that was fulfilling to me because it's like, man, I love to see this. This is what the Thanksgiving that I've been a part of that I really like. Everybody's in different locations, right? Mm-hmm. Some people are in California, some in Texas, some in Florida. So obviously everybody has different lives. Some people have kids, some don't. So it'll be a real big task to try to get everybody into one singular location. But just the fact that we were all sitting hours on end talking about different things and listening to them say, like my cousin, my oldest cousin, she was teaching people how to make certain things. I forget which one. I think it was how to cook. I forget what it was specifically.
Dress them.
But I don't remember what it was. But she was seeming like the mother of the group, passing different recipes down. Like, don't you put no this and that on my turkey or whatever. Don't you do this and that on my whatever it was that they were talking about. I'm like, this feels great. This feels great. There'll be a year soon enough where we will all be in one place again and get to kick it and hang out with each other and laugh and have fun.
Yeah.
So this one was, yeah, absolutely loved it.
Hey, you done?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No, I don't want to go because I know he's going. But I got a quick Mandela effect.
I have a question after you're done.
Absolutely. So a quick Mandela, if you guys are familiar with Mandela effect, is basically something that you kind of remember as when you was a child or coming up, a spelling of something or something like that. But now, as you progress, you know, it's something else. Like, so for once, it's the Bearstein Bears, and now they call it the Bearstein Bears, Sta인, or stain or some shit like that, instead of steam. But was it? This is for people who make stuffing, but we always ate dressing. That's black people. But for stuffing, do you remember it being Kraft? Kraft stove top stuffing or Stouffer's stove top stuffing?
I think it was Stouffer's, wasn't it?
I thought it was Stouffer's.
Because that's back in the day. Kraft just started making that shit then.
Yeah.
Because back in the day, it was Stouffer's. I could have sworn. Because I just asked my girl the same thing. I'm like, what's kind of the difference? Because it's almost like the same, ain't it?
What?
It's dressing and stuffing.
No, dressing is for black people only. Stuffing, niggas, stuffing this shit they sell at Boston Market. That's the shit. Let me get some of that and some stuffing. Yeah.
Yeah. So Stouffer's is what I recall from my past. I don't know of Kraft.
I didn't even know they really made some shit. That's some new shit.
Yeah, no, that's what they're trying to say though. It's always been Kraft,
No, it's
and
been
it's never
Stouffer's.
been Stouffer's. I said, nigga, it was
red
Stouffer's.
box.
Yeah, red
Stouffer
box.
Yeah, red box with Stouffer's on there. I
No,
don't
they
know
say no. It ain't never been that, and that's what we're trying to.
who said that?
That's the Mandela effect. That's what I'm saying.
But who? How old was the people that said this? How old were they?
No, this is online, so if you were to Google it, it's no longer saying Stouffer's.
Nah. Google line.
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
gonna go holler at them because I got stock in them. Y'all need to change that shit.
Well, yeah, get them right. Get on the right page. You know?
You know.
So I wanted to go back to Nelson Beauty's question before I forgot because it ties into what I wanted to talk about.
She say Chick-fil-A versus Chick-fil-A. Yep, because I do not remember the K on that motherfucker. Yep, you absolutely right.
I thought it was always a K.
No, I thought when it came out it was just the C, and then they added the K.
Oh, I thought because I always remember that's the K.
You remember as the K?
Yeah.
I never remember a K being on there.
That's what I'm saying. I thought that was new.
Because I didn't really. I guess when y'all used to go down, I recently just started eating Chick-fil-A when it came here. I wasn't eating it when I was going out of town because I really didn't know nothing about it. So that's when you probably saw the C when you were out of town, right?
No, I saw the C here when they first came here.
Oh, well, I always saw the K.
So I want to ask you guys, Nelson Beauty's question. She said, "Do you all think tradition, culturally speaking, do you all think tradition keeps certain people back?"
Depends on the tradition. Because here's the thing about, all right, something I was thinking about Thanksgiving. And I feel like with Thanksgiving, they're trying to, and hopefully this kind of adds to the question, you know, whatever, your question. But I feel like they're trying to erase Thanksgiving and hop right into Christmas. Because if you look at, like, slowly erase it, like, but if you look at right after Halloween, they start putting up the Christmas shit. And then they start having Christmas sales, like lighting up the Christmas tree before Thanksgiving. Like, we got a whole nother holiday right here that's coming up. And I feel like they're trying to erase that and just go right in, you know, erase the tradition that we know of. I've always grown up with Thanksgiving. I'm sure you guys too, right? So, but, you know, just to answer, do I think it holds you back? Tradition, again, it depends on what the tradition is. And something like Thanksgiving, I don't think it holds us back.
That is a great question. And that's a great point you made, too. It depends on what tradition you're talking about. Because you can be some bad traditions that's been passed on through generation to generation. It's like, we no longer need that shit. That shit need to die. Like being gangster, like in the hood or whatever. And I don't know if I'm probably...
Hold on, Lord.
Well, I don't know if this. Yeah, I don't know
Took him a
if
minute.
this tying on. Yeah, I was buffering. I was buffering. Yeah, I don't know if this kind of tied in or I'm trying to sway it up. But like being gangster, like from being in the hood and being down, like doing criminal activity is making you a real N-word. You feel me? Instead of Mr. Johnson going to work every day, that's the real man right there, though. But they want to be real inroads in a tradition. Like, I guess I don't know if I'm trying to like sway it or trying to. I guess do y'all get where I'm like, trying to say or come from or no?
And to a degree, I think something like more tradition. All right, so you remember Soul Food, the movie,
Yeah.
right? And they will always have their Sunday. I always do it every Sunday. And but what was kind of what killed Big Mama was
the food?
the Lawry seasoning salt, as they say. You know what I mean? But it was definitely the food and something like that. Even though it gathers everybody together, it's a tradition that also kind of devastates the black community because
Of the food.
It's going to cause high blood pressure, diabetes, you know what I mean? Just a lot of different shit because of the food. You think about our Thanksgiving food, that's the shit we eat throughout the year, adding turkey. You know what I'm saying? You think about greens, maybe dressing, macaroni and cheese,
Sweet potato pie.
Sweet potato pie is gonna be coming. Yeah, you add some sweet potato pie, but I'm just saying that's basically the shit we eat throughout. Somebody might bring some baked chicken or some other stuff.
Banana pudding.
Yeah,
But that's just normal Sunday. That's normal Sunday shit though.
yeah, that's normal Sunday
If
shit.
you're having a nice Sunday dinner, like
you go
Easter,
to a soul food restaurant,
they
you
do
can
that
get
all
some
the time.
peach cobbler.
Yeah.
We got that.
But now, I'm glad you said that and you brought me back on track with that because I was just talking to my wife about that too. It's like, you know how you used to like eating leftovers? I'm like, I want that shit that one day, throw the rest of that shit away. And I told my family, don't cook all that anyway because we throw a lot of it away. We tend to overcook and we throw a lot of it away. And I think that Thanksgiving, yes, but the food options, we should change them.
Yeah, it could be, and you switch it up, and I think
We can like barbecue or something, throw some chicken or some steak on the grill or something like that. We can maybe throw one, little hog on there if you want to or whatnot like that, but not as much of it. You feel me?
yeah.
But I understand where you're coming from when you say, even though it brings us together, the food wise, we can change it to go a little bit more healthier options.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's a very good point because one of the models that I go by is diabetes and high blood pressure aren't nearly as hereditary as the recipes that cause them are. We pass down all the same things traditionally, all the same recipes, but all the same amount of sugar, maybe more or less, and to the desserts, into all this stuff that we're not supposed to be. I don't know if y'all saw it, but I posted
corn.
a video. Yeah, exactly. It's a video of corn, but then the person, whatever recipe they put together, made it like a smothered corn.
It's like I saw it because I sent it to my wife, and she was. I sent
It looked like a roux. Not a roux.
No, it was a garlic parmesan corn.
Yeah,
And it looked delicious.
And what spaces say? I know this shit is bad, but I won't in. Listen, if I'm bad, if I'm not wrong, right? Is
Yes,
that what so many words what you said,
I
right?
said this is a prime example of how we take healthy things and make them unhealthy. ... Yes, I want some.
but it's right though, because it looks delicious. But I'm not a corn person, so it wasn't that appealing to me.
I think in regards to that, it's moderation.
Yes.
Right? It's
moderation. Yeah, moderation is big.
Because I don't if for instance, I was talking to somebody and they're pescatarian and they're thinking about incorporating, steak and beef and meats and stuff like that back into their diet. And I was just like, your body's probably going to reject it at first because they said like they've been pescatarian for 6 years. Mm-hmm. Your body's going to reject it at first. You might feel a little sick, but I don't think anything is wrong as long as you do it in moderation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but no, I say that I wanted to ask that question or emphasize that question from Nasty Beauty because she, one of the things that I almost forgot about before she asked was, went to a Thanksgiving service on Thursday.
You went to a Thanksgiving service?
Thanksgiving service. It was.
I didn't know they had Thanksgiving service.
Tradition. This place that I went to, the church that I went to, been doing the Thanksgiving service for years.
Oh, okay.
For years.
Can't give them a shot out.
Now, here's the thing.
Nope. Just get right over that shit. Nope.
Here's the thing.
Must wasn't good.
It was terrible.
No, that's why. Okay.
It was terrible. It's like I think this is first of all, it's only like 40 people here, which where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, they'll all be in their midst. Okay, I'm not arguing that. I'm saying it's different when you're having a service because you want people to be there in the name of Jesus and all that. But it's different when the majority of your service is people giving testimonies, but they're only giving testimonies because you specifically called them out to make a testimony.
How long was the service?
It was an hour. But if people weren't called up to make their testimonies, probably been like 20 minutes. What's up, Be Humble?
Be humble, yo. What's
Yeah,
going
what
on?
up? You think that was like an assignment from last week? Like, did you go last week?
What you mean?
Like,
Did you go to Sunday before
did you go
Thursday?
the Sunday before and maybe
No.
they already had an assignment? Because
No,
if
no.
you think about it, if it's a small church, that pastor may know them individually. Hey, somebody, will call you up.
This is a place that has traditionally been gone to. So I've never,
Oh, you've been going to before?
yeah, I've gone to
Okay.
this place before. You remember the story I told you about when I could lay on the pew? This was back before we made it to YouTube.
Mm.
When I told you
Before
the
we
church
made it-
was
We made it to YouTube, my nigga. Yeah, we here.
and where we made it. But when I said the church used to be full, it used to be packed, and you got to turn sideways to get through people. Now you can lay on the pews because the church is so empty.
Yeah.
Remember the story I told you about a long time ago?
Yeah.
This is the same place.
Oh.
So it's the tradition for them to have this service. But the reason why I started to get annoyed because we know most people know what the experience in the black church is. Starts a little bit late and ends when it ends. And after every single testimony, the person that was on the mic wanted to sing.
Oh.
And that's, bro, it's those types of songs. Those types of songs, I'm like, first of all, don't nobody under the age of 50 know what this song is. Maybe in 45, maybe 40. I'll give you 40.
How old were they? Are they an older crowd?
The majority of this particular crowd, yeah, the older crowd. And that's a part of the reason why I was thinking, and it also jogged my thought process as to why the church is dying. Because it's kind of like people in Congress, like people, they've been in this tradition for so long that they've gotten stuck in their ways and they're now incapable of being able to adjust into the times.
There's modern churches that adjust to the times, and when you adjust to the times, you start allowing things that wouldn't necessarily be allowed in church.
And I think, okay, one reason why I like certain artists is because they continue to make music. They see what the overall music in particular, they see what the overall sentiment of music is, and then they make their version of what the overall sentiment is.
Okay.
Right? So as opposed to, like, imagine music from, like, R&B music from the 70s and 80s and that particular style of music in 2024. Like, it's a whole different style and how everything is going. Like, you can adjust a little bit.
Yeah, but is ultimately, I mean, praise and worship is a part of church, but ultimately the message that's what you're there for, right?
Well, different aspects of the service reach out to different people.
I get it, but if you consistently go to church for praise and worship and disregard the message, you're there for basically club time at church. You know what I mean?
Club time at church.
Yeah, it becomes that. Like, it's still supposed to be a message that you're supposed to be getting. I mean, you can sing your way through this shit or whatever, but it's about the message.
Right. And
out the Bible, not singing your way through the Bible.
Right. And the message, for me, it went over my head. I didn't even know what was going on, to be honest. But
is it because they ain't played the Kirk Franklin or the?
Well, I mean, I can separate because I grew up in the church. I can separate the two. I know when it's time to sing, time to, hug people, whatever, and time to listen to the word. I was just so mentally gone at that point because even with these older songs, the person would continue constantly singing the song. Like, when it's a good point, like you sing the song for 15 seconds, just like an intermission in between the two people that are going up to the mic to say their testimony.
Mm.
Okay, cool. You got a solid 10, 15 seconds. This end up lasting 45 seconds, minute and a half, because you kept singing. Like, come on. And it's an old song. You don't have any other younger gospel songs that you can sing.
They old people.
But they do it.
You want the old people to start singing out the gospel version of Sexy Red. It's like,
no,
you know
not
what
even,
I'm saying?
not even, because I believe
up-to-date.
in full separation of that.
No, I'm just saying an up-to-date version. Like, a lot of times if you 60, 70 years old, you don't know the new gospel joint.
They do it though at that church.
They know the new gospel shit.
They know the younger gospel songs.
Oh, okay. But what stick to them?
Well, what they saying, I guess.
Jesus on the main line, tell them what you want. Jesus on the main line, tell them what you want. Yeah. Right? That's going to get it cracking, then we're going to, right here, 1 Peter, get right to it.
But that doesn't appeal to the younger crowd that you want the church, that you want to be in the church for them to stay there and grow in the church. You know
cool.
what I mean?
So if that's not going to get you in the church, I feel like a lot of stuff like that becomes, you're finding a reason not to be in the church, because you can either go create your own church with younger people, but then y'all allowing little weird shit going on in church, right? And I'm just keeping it being. Y'all allowing little weird stuff that's going on in church. A traditional church, you know what I mean? Again, I've never, even coming up, I've never really been a super big fan of praise and worship. I thought it was cool a little bit, even with a little bit, even with the contemporary gospel music. I'm not a super big fan of this. You see what I'm saying? Just give me the word so I can get up out of here. I'm here for the word. I'm not here for all the playing and, you know what I mean, and dancing and fake all that, because y'all did that last night in the club. Yeah.
But yeah, that's just one of the things that when it said when Nelson Beauty said tradition holding people back, it's like, I think that's a contribution to why I think there is a middle ground that can be met without changing the rap lyrics in Sexy Red to saying, instead of whatever wild thing she says, to Jesus and God, like a lot of songs that Kirk Franklin does, and Ty Tribbett even did it, where you can not go to that polarizing end from this polarizing end. You can meet in the middle.
But is that going to keep you from out of the club wilding and singing the Sexy Red part?
But see, I'm fully against that.
Oh, you might be, but again, the people would be the same people. They didn't hear whatever they had. Then these days we want the contemporary church or whatever. They have the same thing on at the club that they got at the church. They don't know how to separate the two. I get it to come as you are, but you don't have to come with the shit from the club on last night.
That's a fact.
That's another contribution why the church is dying.
But then again, I can wear what I want to wear.
And you can. And end up where you end up. God gonna run the tape. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?